Certainly. Poetry is a powerful tool for managing Python projects, especially when it comes to dependency management and packaging. It provides a simple and consistent interface to manage your project dependencies, virtual environments, and packaging. Getting started with Poetry. 1. Installation. You can install Poetry using a simple command. Open your terminal and run bash curl salhat. Install Python Poetry or Python 3. Alternatively, you can use pip bash pip install Poetry after installation. You can verify it by running bash Poetry version. 2. Creating a new project. To create a new project, navigate to the directory where you want to place your project and run bash Poetry new me project. This will create a new directory called my project with a standard structure my project init, pytests init, pyproject tome. 3. Understanding pyproject tome. The pyproject tome file is where you define your project's metadata and dependencies. Here's an example of what it might look like. Tome tool Poetry name me project version 0.10 description. A simple example project authors your name you example. Com tool Poetry dependencies Python 3.8 requests 2.25 Li tool Poetry dev dependencies pytest 6.2 2 Wyo 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 Vio Wyo Wyo Theo Wyo how you view you how hate to how I could Four, adding dependencies. You can easily add dependencies to your project using the add command bash Poetry and numpy. This will automatically update your PyProject terminal and install the package. Adding development dependencies. For development dependencies, you can use the dev flag bash Poetry add dev black. 6. Installing dependencies. To install the dependencies defined in your PyProject tool, run bash Poetry install. 7. Using a virtual environment. Poetry automatically creates a virtual environment for your project. To activate the virtual environment, use bash Poetry shell. You can also run commands directly in the virtual environment without activating it. Bash Poetry run Python script py. 8. Running scripts. You can define scripts in your PyProject tome and run them with Poetry. For instance, tome tool Poetry scripts me script me project module function name. You can run it with bash Poetry run me script. 9. Publishing your package. If you want to publish your package to Pypy, first ensure you have the correct name, version, and description in your PyProject tome. Then, use bash Poetry publish. You may need to configure your Pypy credentials first. Example project. Here's a simple example of a project using Poetry. Create a project bash Poetry new calculator. 2. Add dependencies bash Poetry add numpy Poetry add dev pytest. 3. Edit the main module calculator PyPython import numpy asymptotic ada return ada bedef subtracta return p subtracta. Before, create a test file tests test calculator PyPython from calculator import add subtract def test assert add 1 to 3 def test subtract assert subtract 5 3 to 5 run tests bash poetry run pytest conclusion poetry simplifies Python project management by handling dependencies, virtual environments, and packaging with ease. It is highly recommended for both beginners and experienced developers looking to streamline their workflow. Experiment with its features to get the most out of your Python projects.